Hey Alex, how's it going?
Good, how are you? How's Sobeys?
Well, I'm not doing too good. They've been increasing our wages ever since they got this new electronic and technology to replace our duties.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. Well, I think I might have to look for another job. But what I really want to do is build my own business.
Oh, no way, I want to do my own business too, but I don't know how the market works, and I want a product that has an inelastic demand.
Wait, but what's an inelastic demand?
It's when the price of a good changes and the quantity demand doesn't change by a lot. So if the price increases, then the quantity demand decreases by a little bit, so you make profit.
But why does that happen?
It happens when the product is a necessity, people need to buy it, and it also happens when there's not a lot of substitutes people can use instead.
You know what? I think we should go into business together.
Yeah, I think we should go to Ashley's and discuss what's going to happen.
Ashley's? What's Ashley's?
Ashley's Donut Shop.
Oh, let's go.
Hi, welcome to Alix Donuts.
Hey, why is it so busy?
Well, we are the most well-known and recognized donut company in Ontario. We sell the highest quality of goods.
So I see you guys sell normal goods then?
Why, yes, of course. Only the best.
Do you know how to Tim Hortons down the street?
Wait, you used to go to Tim Hortons? Really, anyone knows them, and anyone who does knows that their goods are not good quality and cheap. They sold inferior goods.
Did you see my favorites? Alright, I'll just take one of your donuts then.
Sure, that'll be $2, please.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Would you fall in or something?
No, but it's pretty packed in here.
I know. Wow, these donuts do taste really good, but they're so expensive. Wait, that's it. We should open up our own donut shop. If we had the same prices or even lower, we would get so much business.
Yeah, but where we open up our store?
Down the street from my house. We can use our basements.
Your business is going to be so great. I can't wait till our grand opening.
I don't know anymore. I don't know if I can afford to lose this basement. It's where me and my friends always hang out. Not that you know.
Come on, Shane. You got to give up something to gain something.
You're right. I guess it's just an opportunity cost. I mean, if I don't give up my basement, we can't gain revenue and open up our new store.
Well, how much should the donuts cost?
Well, the law of demand states that when price increases, quantity demanded decreases, and when the price decreases, quantity demand increases.
Okay, then let's price our donuts as high as possible.
No, we shouldn't. If we price too high, we might get a surplus and have too many extra donuts, as it says right here. Plus, we aren't well known enough to compete with Ashley's Donuts. We're pretty much considered an inferior good right now.
Oh, true. So let's price them in the middle. What would happen to supply, though?
Well, the law of supply does state that as price increases, quantity supplies will rise, and as price declines, quantity supply decreases.
Okay, so let's start making our donuts, and we can call our store and open it Alix and Shayne's Donut Shop.
I love that idea.
Shayne, I'm looking at our stats, and they don't look too good. We're not making enough money.
What statistics?
Look at the graphs here. Ever since Ashley's store opened, we haven't been making a lot of money because a lot of people have been going to her store because it's more popular. And now that she's lowered her prices, our demand has gone down.
I don't get it. Why did our demand go down?
Our donuts are a substitute good to hers, so a lot of people are buying hers instead of ours, which causes a change in demand and a shift on the demand curve.
But then let's decrease our price. Let's see. Here. Look. If we decrease our prices, it will create a greater increase in demand. This may lead to a shortage, but I think it's worth it if we can gain more money.
Shortage of what?
Shortage of our donuts.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, thank you, sir. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Well, I see you guys have lowered your pricing. How's everything going anyways?
Things are going great. Since we've lowered our prices, demand has increased drastically, and we've got a lot more customers.
Well, obviously, I mean, you have an elastic demand. When your price changes, your quality demanded changes by a lot, too.
And you don't?
Actually, I don't. In fact, I just raised my prices, and my demand hasn't decreased at all. Well, I guess I'm going to go back to my shop now. See you guys around.
We need to find out how she's making more revenue than us. What's her secret?
I have an idea. We should break into her office and figure it out.
Hi, how is our shop holding up? Can you give me a report?
Hi, well, we weren't doing so donut shop instead since they were less known, selling inferior goods and are cheaper. Their demand increased while ours slightly decreased.
What? Did you fix that problem? We need to make more revenue.
Yes, I did. First off, we had our December donut sale.
That's a good start, but I really want the most revenue possible. How can we do that?
Well, I also just started putting a lot more of the special sugar in our donuts.
What special sugar?
And did that help our demand?
Yeah, it did. I'm looking at our most recent graph. And it's perfectly inelastic. Our demand went from elastic. Customers are addicted to our donuts. They need their daily fix of 3 per day. I just increased the price too, and quality demanded hasn't decreased much. It brought our revenue back up.
So that's how she's making so much money.
Great. How's our shop doing compared to the competitors?
Well, Tim Hortons went out of business, and Alix and Shayne still have an elastic demand. They recently decreased their prices to try and compete with us. When price changes, quality demanded changes by a lot. Plus, we're a really good substitute to theirs.
Alright, well, everything seems to be in order. I'll call again in a month or so for updates. Bye.
Bye.
Here's our chance. Let's steal some of that special sugar.
Yeah, that weird donut's gonna be just as popular.
Okay, ready? Alex, I just baked our new batch of donuts. The ones with the special sugar.
Great, now all we have to do is figure out how we're gonna make our business more popular.
Well, let's advertise and give out a lot of free samples. This way people won't get addicted to this special free sugar. Come to Alix and Shayne's new donuts and try our new special sugar donuts. Nice donuts, sir. Look for you too.
Oh my god.
Enjoy it? Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
good, bro.
Top dollar.
Oh, top dollar. I love them. I love them. I'm telling
There we
everybody to
go.
come. Everybody should have these. Yeah.
How's the shop doing? Any news?
Things aren't great. Somehow Alix and Shayne's shop has become really popular. They've even started to take some of our customers away. They're hard to compete with, and I don't know how they did it.
Well, I am surprised. How could they? I mean, we have the special sugar in our donuts.
I don't know.
Well, find a way to fix this. I don't care what you do, just fix it.
Alright.
Go.
Thanks for meeting me on such short notice. Where's Alix?
Oh, she's back in the shop. We just hired this new employee, so she's going out about some minimum wage thing. It's demanding higher prices and bigger pay, you know.
Oh no, that's terrible. You know your supply will decrease if you do that.
I know. But anyways, what did you want to meet me for?
Well, you guys have been getting really popular, and I wanted to discuss something.
Oh yeah? Well, we have been advertising for it. And go ahead.
Well, anyways, isn't that advertising costly? I'm sure you guys could use a hand with all of that.
Well, I guess we could, but what's your offer?
Well, I have a deal for you guys. You're really big competition right now, and I know I'm taking away from your profit. We both want total maximum revenue. Why don't we join businesses and make the most money possible?
How about I talk to Alix about that and I'll get back to you.
Alright, sounds good. See you around.
Alex, I have something to tell you.
What happened? What did Ashley say?
She offered us a business deal. I mean, she wants us to join companies and become one.
I think we should do it. It eliminates competition and we make more profit.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Ashley, we decided to decline your offer and not go into business.
What? Why?
Just kidding.
We want to go into business.
Yay, this is going to be so great.
Time to open Alix, Shayne, and Ashley's donut shop.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah. So there it is. We teamed up to open Alix, Shayne, and Ashley's donut shop. We've become the world's most popular donut franchise ever. We continue to put special sugar into the donuts, therefore keeping the perfectly inelastic demand. No other company could compete with us. We could afford to price the donuts high and become very successful. All in all, that's an end to sugar, spice, and everything nice. Alright, so basically this is the follow-up explanation to our presentation and in terms of the economic view of it. So basically, The graph on the right is showing how if Alex and I were to lower our prices, we would get a demand shortage. And this would happen because the quantity demanded would exceed the quantity we can supply. We lowered our prices to try and get more customers. Since we weren't doing too good, we were considered an inferior good. And then, yeah, so basically if we were to lower our prices any further, then we would have a shortage. And the next two graphs on the right show how we decided to lower our pricing. The one on the right shows that the shift along the demand curve when we decreased our price from $1 to 75 cents. The next one on the left shows our entire shift in the demand curve as the whole line increases because of the increase in the quantity demand and the decrease in the price.
Go.
This graph right here shows how Shayne and Alix have an elastic demand before they steal my special sugar recipe. They get a movement along the curve. It also shows how their quantity demanded increases once they lower their pricing from $1 to 75 cents to try and compete with my business's prices. These next two graphs compare inferior goods to normal goods when there's a decrease in average income in Toronto. My goods, which are considered normal, have a decrease in quantity demanded, while Alix and Shayne's goods, which are considered inferior, have a shift in demand and an increase in quantity demanded. This is because people can no longer afford my pricing and go to theirs instead because it is cheaper and their product is a good substitute. 3.
These two graphs of mine basically show how Shayne and I's donuts are a substitute good to Ashley's. When she decreased her price, her quantity demanded increased. Since her donuts were cheaper, consumers went to her store instead of ours, and therefore our demand decreased. My next graph shows how Ashley has gotten a perfectly inelastic demand, and even though she increased her price from $1 to $1.75, her quantity demanded does not decrease by a lot. It caused a movement along her demand curve. People still need 3 donuts a day and are willing to pay any price because they feel addicted. Shayne, look at our statistics.
Okay.
Overview of what happened.
Yeah,
Like just with all the graphs. Yeah. Not like the whole story. Just like
Oh my god, I just pressed it!
Come to Alix and Shayne's Donuts and try our new sugar this.
You have an elastic demand. When your price changes, your quality demanded changes by a lot too. What happened?
I wasn't even doing anything, I'm just standing here.
Ashley, you decided to tell you something. Why does that happen?
it happens when the product.
Oh, it's okay.